Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton and today we're taking a look at all the Stunticons that are out so far. I'll be taking another update, or doing another update when Breakneck comes out, just like I will with Quickslinger with the aerial butts. But so far, here's the 6th release so far. We got Dragstrip, Breakdown, Motormaster, Off-Road, and Dead End, along with Blackjack here. Now, one thing I do want to mention is there will be a Takara version of this mold, but it's going to be named Runabout. I might pick that up. I mean, it does look a lot different than this. It's going to have like actual black, and all the yellow or all the gold's going to be replaced with red. All the purple, I think, is going to be like a deep blue. So I'll see more pictures of that later and probably get it depending on those. So anyways, I've done reviews on all these. You can see obviously in vehicle mode, and once again I want to mention all these weapons kind of like how they were in G1. I mean, they're not G1 accurate, but at least they homage the G1 by putting weapons on all the vehicles. It is unfortunate that we couldn't have a special way to put this on like we do with Off-Road and Dead End or Breakdown and Dragstrip here. But oh well. Now of all of these, I think my favorites are going to have to be, or in vehicle mode, are probably going to have to be probably going to be these two. But I really do like Dragstrip, so it's going to be between Dead End and Dragstrip. But since Blackjack here wasn't an original Stunticon, but I've already taken reviews of all these. I'll put them a playlist of them down in the description below. We'll take a look at that later. So let's go ahead and get all these weapons off of them and take a look at them in just their regular vehicle modes. Alright, and here they all are without their weapons. Doesn't look like a pretty good crew, I guess. You got Motormaster looking like a big racing truck. I mean, with the spoiler and everything. It just looks yeah, I've mentioned that before. Nice little Lamborghini here. I like that cream white. Obviously, Formula 1 car. It's still the longest of the vehicles that form the limbs. We got Off-Road, very nice. Now, size up pretty well together. Except for, I guess he's more accurate to the size of a truck, so I guess something like, nah, it's still not very close. I mean, this is pretty close, but not quite. Anyways, let's get these guys in robot mode and we'll go from there. And here we have the Stunticon crew in. I can see they do form a pretty nice team, and you'll see why I prefer to have them like this compared to Menasaur. But with all the third-party upgrades coming out, specifically, Lone Wolf from Bold Forms and the Perfect Effect add-ons, I think they are going to end up looking great. Plus, Render Form is making some new weapons for each figure, more G1 accurate. And yeah, and plus a new head for Menasaur. So I believe those are still in the process of being made. I don't know yet. But really glad to see these guys form as a team now, and I cannot wait for Wild Redder or Breakneck, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to call them Wild Redder. And you can see I like having Blackjack here in kind of this Iron Man pose. I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, they all had their weapons. I like having these two with their weapons on their shoulders, since they form the arms. Then with them, he's going to end up being Sunstreaker, and then just put a cannon on his arm. But yeah, really nice looking team here. I really like it. I like how it's diverse, but it still looks like a good team. I mean, the Aerobots, they looked kind of boring as a team. This kind of, it works. But it doesn't work so well as Menasaur because, if you remember, they do not work so well together. I mean, they're always arguing about something, and that's their biggest weakness as Menasaur. Speaking of Menasaur, let's go ahead and get these guys into their limb modes, and I will be right back. And here we have all of our Stunticons in their combined forms. So let's go ahead and attach these to Motormaster. Slide that in like so. Stop fighting me. Slide that one in. Alright, and here we've got Dead End. There we go. drag strip here, and Blackjack. And let's go ahead and put in his sword. And there you have Menasaur. Now, like this, I do not care much for how he looks. I mean, here he is next to Aerial Bots. Yeah, they're the same size, but he pulls off the proportions a lot better. I mean, this, all torso. The only bit of torso you get on Menasaur is right from here to here. The rest is just thigh. Then let's go ahead and bring in Megatron. Get Superion out of the way. There is Hercules, which still towers over him. But there is a way to make him pretty much the same size as him, so let's get to that. Now the way I like to have these guys, I will show you in just a moment. I'm going to get the limbs configured, and then I'll show you how I have Menasaur. Alright, there we've got all my limbs on him oriented. I just flip up the front end of Breakdown there. And for dead end, I pretty much do what you do with drag strips arms and then pull the hood of the car up. And I just rotated the front end of the Formula 1 car on drag strip. Now there's a way to have it all the way up, but it really hinders the movement. The way I've got it here doesn't hinder it too much, except for on drag strip here. Just trying to figure out what to do with his arms from there. But for Menasaur, let's go ahead and close up the chest, and we want to flip these panels down and just pretty much just straighten out the legs until you've got stance like that. Go ahead and flip those back up and flip the chest, and his hand fell off. This guy is just a major pain to deal with. But I usually rotate the feet around like that to give him a more stable stance. Bring in Superion, and you can see now he is a bit taller than Superion. So you can see they are a lot closer to the same size now. But at the same time, I've got Hercules kind of posed with an A stance, so he's going to be closer to the same size as Hercules, but he is still taller than Superion, so, or not as tall as Hercules. But you can also mix and match limbs. I'm probably going to do that here in just a second, but overall, right as it stands, well, whoa. See, that's one of my major problems, is he's just so flimsy. But you can also take the fist and cover up that, flip up the spoiler, that up, spoiler, and you can still get some movement there. Rotates at the elbow. His head is on a ball joint. We've already taken a look at that. Pretty much the same posability as on Superion, just a little bit more hindered due to the fact that these are cars onto a truck, or, you know, added to a truck. Now I've seen some pictures where it has the wheels on the front, and there's just so many configurations you can do to help make this guy look better. But let me get these guys in their flipped arrangement, or flipped arrangement, and then I'll show a more mismatched arrangement later in my photos, but let's get into that real quick. Here's Menasaur with the reverse arrangement, and it looks very weird. I mean, one way you can fix it is you can rotate this up like that, but then you got off-road here just kind of hanging there. And every time I try having off-road as an arm and try moving the shoulder or the elbow, the leg just splits apart, or, you know, the legs of the figure. And as legs, that end does not work so well. I mean, you could still rotate this all up, but I like it the other way around myself. Another thing is these don't really tab on, they just sit there. But overall, I mean, it's not bad for, you know, you've got to at least have one bad figure with this learning curve. And I cannot wait for Defensor. As for Menasaur, again, not bad. It's not great either. I just can't wait for the third-party add-ons to make him look even better. And I wonder what the bold form limbs would look like on this Motor Master. I mean, if these go good on the Lone Wolf, I wonder what it'd be like. Anyways, I'm not going to ramble anymore. You can check out all the videos of this guy in my playlist, and I'll put annotations right up here so you can see those. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, like I said, not a perfect figure, but it's not terrible either. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, all that down in the description below, along with the gallery for this guy and all the other Stunticons. You can also follow me on Instagram and, like I said, Twitter. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Don't know what we'll be taking a look at, but we'll be looking at something. So, see you then.